हेलो दोस्तों, एस के आई चैनल में आप सभी का स्वागत है। कृपया मेरे चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिए और हाँ, सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। सोशल साइंस क्लास 6 चैप्टर 1 इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग डाइवर्सिटी। Three children around your age have drawn the figures above. Use the empty box to draw your human figure in your drawing similar to any of others. The chances are that your drawings is quite different from the other three, which are you can see are quite different from each other. This is because each one of us has unique drawing style. We are not only don't look exactly like each other but also different in terms of language we speak, our culture background, religious rituals we observe, and of course, the way we draw. Look around you in the classroom. Do you see anyone who exactly like you do? This chapter, you will learn that the people are different from each other in many ways. No, not only do they look different, but they might also belong to different regional culture, regional backgrounds. This different enrich our lives in many ways and also makes them more fun. All these different people who come from all kinds of backgrounds and belong to all kinds of religion and cultures have to make India so interesting and so diverse. What does diversity add to our lives? How did India become like this? Are all of kinds of difference a part of diversity? Can diversity also be a part of unity? Read this chapter to find some answers. Fill out the following information about yourself. When I go out like I wear at home, I speak in. My favorite sport is I like reading book about. Now ask your teacher to help you check how many of you have similar answer. Is there anyone who list matches you exactly? Probably not. I bet many of you may have similar answers. How many like reading the same kind of books? How many different languages are spoken by the students in your classroom? But now you may have recognized that many in which way you are quite like some of your classmates and other in which you are different from them. Making friends. Do you think it would be easy for you to make friends with someone who was very different from you? Read the following story and think about this. I had meant it as a joke made up of small ragged boys who sold newspapers at the Janpat crossings at the busy intersection. Every time I cycled past, he would run after me and holding out the English paper. And screaming out the evening's headlines in the mixture of the Hindi and English words. This time I stopped by the pavement and asked for the Hindi paper. His mouth fell open. You mean you know Hindi? He asked. Of course, I said. I paid for the paper. Why? What did you think? He paused. But you look so Angrez. He said. You mean you can even read Hindi? Of course I can, I said, this time a little impatiently. I can speak, read, and write Hindi. Hindi is one of the subjects I study in school. Subject, he asked. I explained what a subject was to someone who had never been to school. Well, it is something. I began, but the lights changed and the honking behind me grew 100-fold, and I let myself be pushed along with the rest of the traffic. Make a list of the festival that might have been celebrated by the two boys, Shamir 1, Samir 2. Can you think of the situation in which you made with friend with someone who made very different from you? Write a story that describe it. In addition to their diverse religious and cultures backgrounds, there are two ways in which Samir Ek and Samir Do are different from each other. For example, while Samir 1 goes to school, Samir Do sells newspaper. Discuss. Why do you think Samir Do did not attend school? Do you think it would have been easy for him to attend school if he wanted to? In your opinion, is it a fair situation that some children get to go to school and others don't? Some do not have the opportunity to attend school. Perhaps you have noticed that there are several people in the area where you live who are poor and who don't have enough to eat and wear, sometimes not even a place to live. This difference is not the same as one we have seen earlier. Here we talking about the talking not about difference but of the inequality. Inequality comes around when a person does not have the resources and opportunity that are available to other peoples. The caste system is another example of inequality. According to this, society is divided into different groups depending upon the work that people did, and they were supposed to remain in those groups. So if your parents were potters, you could only become a potter, nothing else. This system was considered irreversible, and because you were not supposed to change your profession, it was not considered necessary for you to know anything more than what you needed in your profession. This created a situation of inequality. You will read more about these and other inequalities in the following chapters. What does the diversity did to your our lives? Just like Samir Ek and Samir 2 though became friends, you might have friends who are very different from you. You have probably eaten different kinds of food in their homes, celebrated different festivals with them, tried out the clothes they wear, and learned some of their languages as well. Make a list of the food that you have eaten from different parts of the India. Make a list of the language besides your mother tongue that you can speak at least 2 or more words of. The next day that he was there again, smiling at me and holding out a Hindi paper. भैया, he said, आपका अखबार. अब बताइए ये सब्जेक्ट क्या चीज है? The English word sounded strange on his tongue. He sounded like its other meaning in English, to be ruled by someone else. Oh, it's just something to study, I said. Then, because the red light had come on, I asked him, have you ever been to school? Never, he answered. He added proudly, I began working when I was so high. He measured high against my cycle seat. First, my mother used to come with me, but I can do it alone. Where is your mother now? I asked, but then lights changed and I was off. I heard him yell from somewhere behind me. She's in married with the rest was drowned out. My name is Samir, he said the next day, and very shy he asked, what? He said that next day. Very shyly he asked, what's your name? He was incredible. My bicycle bobbed. My name is Samir too, I said. What? His eyes lit up. Yes, I grinned at him. It's another name for Hanuman, Hanuman's father. You know, you now. So now you are Samir Ek, I am Samir Do. He said, triumphantly, something like that, I answered, and Then I had out my hands. हाथ मिलाओ, समीर दो. His hand nested in mine, like a little bird. I could still feel its warmth as I cycled away. Next day he did not return, did not have this usual smile for me. There is a trouble in Meerut, and he said, many people are being killed there in the riots. I looked at the headlines, communal riots. He blushed. But Samir, I began, I am a Muslim Samir, he said in answer, and all my people are in Meerut. His eye filled with tears, and when I touched his shoulder, he would not look up. He was not at crossing the day after, neither the day after nor the day again, and no newspaper in English nor Hindi can tell me where my Samir though has gone. Name the ways in which Samir Ek and Samir Do were different. Did this difference prevent them from becoming friends? Samir Ek is more familiar with English. Samir Do speaks Hindi, although they both are more at home in different language. They still communicate with each other. They made the effort to do because this was what was important to them. Samir Ek and Samir Do also come from different religion and cultural backgrounds. While Samir Ek is a Hindu, Samir Do is a Muslim. Different religion and culture backgrounds such as this are an aspect of diversity. If you really like reading and hearing stories and adventure about different animals, people, even ghosts, perhaps you can enjoy making up stories yourselves. Many young people feel happy when they read a good story because it gives them a lot of ideas to make up more stories. People who write stories get their ideas from all sorts of different places, from books and real life and their imagination. Some may have lived in forests close to animals and chosen to write of their frights and friendship, and other real accounts of kings and queens, and wrote stories about love and honor. Some dipped into their own childhood memories of school and friends. Wrote stories of adventure. Imagine if all the storytellers and writers that you have heard and read so far away, forced to live in the place where all people uh, uh, were wore the same two colors, red and white, ate the same food, maybe potatoes, took care of the same two animals, for example, deer and cat, and entertained themselves, played snake and ladders. What kind of the stories do you think they would write? Imagine that you are a writer or an artist who lives in the place described above. Either write or a story or draw a picture of your life here. Do you think you would enjoy living in a place like this? Last 5 different things that you would miss the most if you have lived here. Diversity in India. India is a country of many diversities. We speak different languages, have various types of foods, celebrate different festivals, practice different religion. But actually, if you think about it, we do not do many things that are similar except that we do them in different ways. How do we explain diversity? A little more about 200 years ago, long before the train, aeroplane, bus, car became a part of our lives, people traveled from one part of the world to another in ships, on horses, on camels, or on foot. Often they went in search of new lands or new places to settle in or for people to trade with. And because it took so long to travel, once they got to a place, people stayed there often for a long time. Many others left their homes because they were famines and drought that would not get enough to eat. Some went in search of work, while others left because there was a war. Sometimes, as they began to make their homes in new place, people began to change a little, and at other times they managed to do things in old ways. So their language, food, music, religion became a mix of the old and new. Out of this intermixing of cultures, something new and different. The history of many places shows us how many different cultures influence have helped to shape life and culture there. Thus, religion became very diverse because of their unique histories. Similarly, diversity also comes about when people adapt their lives to geographical area in which they live. For example, living near the sea is quite different from living in a mountainous area. Not only do people have different clothing and eating habits, but even the kinds of work they do are different. In cities, it is often easy to forget how closely people's lives are tied to their physical surroundings. This is because in the city, people seldom grow their own vegetables and grain. Instead, they depend on the market to buy all the food and other foods that they need. Let us try to understand what we mean when we say that historical and geographical factors influence the diversity of a region. We can do this by reading about life in two different parts of the country like Kerala and Ladakh. Look at the map of India in an atlas and locate Kerala and Ladakh. Can you list three ways in which the different geographical location of these two regions would influence the following? The food people eat, the clothes they wear, work they do. Dry barren landscape of mountainous desert of Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountains in the eastern part of the Jammu and Kashmir. Palliative agriculture is possible here since this region does not receive any rain and is covered in snow for a large part of the year. There are very few trees that can grow in the region. For drinking water, people depend on the melting snow and during the summer months. People here keep sheep and goats. The goats in this region are special because they produce pashmina wool. This wool is prized and pashmina sauce cost a lot of money. People in Ladakh carefully collect the wool of the goats and sell this to traders from Kashmir. Pashmina shawls are cheaply woven in Kashmir. The people eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. Each family owns some goats, cows, dijos, yak cows. Being a desert did not mean that Ladakh did not attract its share of traders. It was considered a good trade route. A city had many pass through which caravans traveled to that what is today called Tibet. These caravans carried textiles and spices, raw silk and carpets. Buddhism reached the Tibet via Ladakh. Ladakh are called Little Tibet. Islam was introduced in this region more than 100 years ago. 100 years ago, and there is a significant Muslim population here. Ladakh has very rich oral tradition of songs and poems. Local versions of Tibetan national epic like the Saga are performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. Kerala is the state in southwest corner of India. It is surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other. A number of spices like pepper, cloves, and cardamoms are grown on the hills. It is a spices that make this region an attractive place for the traders. Jewish and Arab traders were the first to come here. The Apostle of Christ, Saint Thomas, is believed to have come here. Nearly boat trace nearly 2000 years ago, and he credited with the bringing Christianity to India. Many Arab traders also came and settled down here. Ibn Battuta, who traveled here a little less than 700 years ago, wrote a travelogue in which he describes the lives of Muslims and says that they were a highly respected community. The Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship here. Because of this various historical influence, people in Kerala practice different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism. The fishing nets used here look actually like Chinese fishing nets and are called chinnawala. Even the utensils used for frying is called chinchachatti. It is believed that the word chin could have come from China. The fertile land and climate are the suited to growing rice, and majority of the people here eat rice, fish, and vegetables. Women weaving in pashmina shawls. It is in Ladakh. Chinese fishing net. A boat race is an important part of Onam festival celebrated in Kerala. While Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical feature, the story of the both has been cultural influence. Both regions were influenced by Chinese and Arab traders. It was the geography of the Kerala which allowed for the cultivation of spices, and a special geographical location of Ladakh and in its whole that drew traders to these regions. Thus, history and geographic are often tied in different life of the region. The influence of the diverse culture is not merely also about moving from place to place for work. With each, our culture, traditions, and way of life slowly become part of the new place we are in. Similarly, in our own neighborhoods, we live close to the people from several communities. Our daily lives are about the ways in which we do things together and hear stories about each other's lives. Unity in diversity. India's diversity has also been recognized as a source of its strength. When the British ruled India, women and men from different cultures, religions, and regional backgrounds came together to oppose them. The India freedom movement had thousands of people of different backgrounds in it. They worked together to decide joint actions. They went to jail together. They found different ways to oppose the British. Interestingly, the British thought they could divide India because they were so different and then continued to rule them. But the people showed them they could be different yet be united in their battle against British. Don't forget the days of blood, oh friend. In the midst of what happens, remember to shed a tear of us. The hunter was thrown away every single flower. Do plant a flower in desert garden, and dear friend, having fallen to bullet, we slept in. Jallianwala Bagh. Do light a lamp on this lonely grave, O friend. The blood of Hindus and Muslims flow together today. Do soak your robe in this river of blood, dear friend. Some read, some wrote in jails, while others lie in their graves. Do shed a few tears for them, O friend. This song was sung after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar, in which British general opened fire on the large group of unarmed people, peaceful people, killing many and wounding even more. Men and women, Hindus, Sikhs, and Muslims, rich and poor, had gathered to protest against the British. This song was composed and sung to honor the memory of those brave people. And the songs and symbols that emerged during the freedom struggle serve as a constant reminder of our country's rich tradition of respect from diversity. Do you know the story of Indian flag? It was used as a symbol of protest against the British by people everywhere. In this book, The Discovery of India, Jawaharlal Nehru says, the Indian unity is not something imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper and within its walls. The widest tolerance of the belief and customs was practiced and every variety knowledge and even encouraged. It was Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity to describe the country. In India's national anthem, composed by Rabindranath Tagore, is another expression of unity of India. In which, what does the national anthem describe this unity?